All right, everybody. Welcome back to another session of Curse of Strahd. Starting off a little late this time. Completely not my fault, as I am always awake and on time. And, just to pad out the runtime, and so we'll start even later. We have a ton of other fun people who also stream D&D, and we're going to keep tradition alive and start off with Melinda. Tell us about something that you stream.
Well, I take care of you on Fridays on Pop Culture Cosmos. 2 games I have running right now. One is Wizards and Wine. It's a group of girls that have been gaming together for about 3 years. We've been podcasting for the last 2 and streaming for the last couple of months. We're in our 3rd season. We're running through Tomb of Annihilation. The girls just picked their guide to take them into the jungles of Cholt. So that's where we are in Tomb of Annihilation. When we're not playing Wizards and Wine, we're playing Warlocks and Whiskey, and we're playing through some one-shots that I have collected over the years for Wizards and Wine. And right now we're playing through a one-shot that actually came with Foundry Virtual Tabletop when I bought it. It was a free module. It's called The Cycle of Cerberus. Pretty cool story, pretty rad maps as well. So you can check that both games on Fridays here on Pop Culture Cosmos.
All right. And going then, from what I see at the bottom, we're going to go with Roger, who actually has a game tomorrow. Tell me about it. All right. And just going down the list. Well, after that, we have Andrew. What are you
Hey guys, it's your boy Andrew here. I run Tales of the Yawning Portal, and we are currently in Dead in Thay. And if you've never seen this or played it, check it out. It's a mega dungeon. It is absolutely huge. We do that on Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So come check it out. Thanks. I think so, yeah.
I'm
True
also
story.
so mad that I also can't join that game anymore because I love the Tales of the Yawning Portals stuff. I've never played any of them. I never read them because I wanted to play them. And now I can't. But anyone that does like that kind of stuff should definitely check that out because you're doing a pretty good job.
Hey.
Oh my gosh.
Who wants to
It's
play
such a
it?
good thing that I do. And I get to listen to Maddie being a fool when she remembers to join.
Syrup girl.
Syrup girl. Oh,
I know. You gonna make it today, Syrup lady?
All right. Goodness gracious. No, you forgot. She was just like, I forgot.
Your impression of her is like spot on.
See, you guys didn't understand it before. You were just like, "What are you doing? What's that voice?"
That comes with the territory of being the brother, though.
Yeah, now you understand that is Maddie, and she is annoying.
No, Maddie is hysterical.
Just precious.
Very fun to have in a game. I enjoy the hell out of Maddie.
Well, I'll let you guys be the ones to compliment her and feed her ego. Oh gosh, guys, what did we do last session? Well,
Not die.
you guys not die. Actually, yeah, you didn't die. You guys stayed
I got
alive.
Kenilworth got messed with a whole bunch.
You did get messed with a whole bunch.
He really misses his wife and kid.
Well, that's unfortunate. You're gonna keep missing them forever.
Today.
Oh, I'm going to. Until I die or Strahd die. Probably. more than likely. I mean, let's just be honest
No,
here.
gosh, you guys, listen. Listen, I haven't killed a PC in so long. It's been like 5 sessions of this
I
game.
was gonna say, yeah, 5 sessions.
So,
I think you should just kill one off just to get that back to 0 sessions.
nah, maybe later. So you guys left the Surpool encampment. You got your wonderful vision from Madam Ava. Thankfully we have Ags back, so now it's just Vister's just been following you guys, staying out of combat the whole time, just crouching, scared. That's the only way she could possibly still be with the party, unless she's still in Barovia and she has to make her way alone through
Quick
the
question.
entirety. Yes. Quick answer.
Will I have rested at all and finally lose my levels of exhaustion?
Yes.
Thank you.
Before the party,
That's why she took some breaks. She was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna.
she's like, no, I'm not playing in this session where I keep getting downed. She's just like, I quit. Rage quit.
Are we still level 3?
Yes.
Okay. I know
Not
it's
even close to a level up.
okay. I think I know it's been at least a week since I played in this one. So
Yeah.
I think pretty close.
There's like 6 of you. 7 if you all show up.
Mhm.
You know how many people you're supposed to run Curse of Strahd for? 4 to 5. I am pushing the limit here, but we're gonna do it.
Just add an extra enemy every time.
Yeah. Well, keep in mind, I'm throwing like twig blights at you, wolves, dire wolves. Not enemies that are worth a lot of XP, but for some reason they are messing you guys up. They are messing you guys up. But I think that's sort of the point of Curse of Strahd. Now, enough of the meta. You guys left the Serpul encampment. You got your wonderful reading. And do you guys still remember what your reading was? Because again, this is the most important thing
I have it
you'll
written
ever.
down.
Okay. This is the most
Yeah,
important thing you'll hear in this game is that reading.
There was something about innocence being the key to Strahd. I don't know.
Oh boy, we're gonna have fun with you. Kidding. Ah.
We need to find a wolf den. We need to find a lake in the mountains.
Hmm.
I know I have it written down somewhere. I just hardly sure which book or where I have it written down.
I love
it?
hearing the overlapping players going, "Yeah, it's the visions of the future. Yes, we know them."
Yeah,
No,
yeah. Yeah, there were a lot of swords, weren't there?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mike was being a little weird. I've been talking
Oh,
for like
welcome.
minutes.
Oh
No.
God, really?
Yep.
That must have
Well,
been a
welcome,
good
James.
conversation.
Yeah, that must have been like, guys, what are you talking about? I just said that. I can only imagine. Well, now that we actually have everyone, I guess. And oh yeah, and unfortunately, our wonderful little kobold can't make it today, so she can't bite any people or growl at them. So now I actually have to role play. And she's got the charisma for it. No.
Well, you know, you
definitely
can't have it all, right?
not. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, she's like
Tech-
0.7.
technically, shouldn't you be Finnegan Closefoot?
I think I just had a brain aneurysm.
Uh-oh.
All right. So as you guys left, following the old Svalich Road after your wonderful reading from Madame Ava, Oh, the howling, perfect timing. Every time the howling's perfect. Um, you guys ended up getting assaulted a few times, but initially you ran into the man himself, Strahd, and he tried to take Irina from you for some reason. And yeah, you guys said no. You stopped him. He was just like, shame, and left. And then some wolves attacked. Later on, you encountered several more little things that seemed to taunt Kinnewolf. And Kinnewolf is maybe a little shook. Thankfully, a loud, boisterous barbarian seems to be keeping him on his tracks.
Oh
Yeah, I
dear.
think he like threw it into the woods, like it's a trick. Just chucked it, which was some beautiful imagery there. But following the old Svalich road, you guys traveled a good portion of the day. I think you guys left bright and early, at like 6 in the morning.
Got to make the most of that daylight.
Yeah, and it's a 5-hour journey to get there. So the best part of all this is it's about noon as you guys are approaching Valaki. The sun that is just covered by these clouds is at its peak. And as you guys are approaching, you can finally make out the beginnings of civilization. Finally, you're away from this crushing, narrow road. So let's see. Trying to remember the lineup we had. Who's in front? Obviously, Finnegan. So if you want Finnegan, can you just give me a perception check real quick? Mm-hmm. Hey, 17. Very nice.
See?
Yeah. One, two, 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 two. There it is. So, as you're approaching, you can actually see the gates now. And as you're approaching the gates, just a random man who's pretty well dressed just kind of stumbles out of the woods, and he's looks a little lost. The man doesn't look like he's threatening you at all. He just immediately, unless you do anything, tries to turn back around and go into the woods.
I call out
At
to
this
him.
point, I'd say all of you can see him,
Yeah.
but Finnegan, you definitely you hear him and see him before he stumbles out.
I
Everyone
call out
would
to
have
him.
known that this.
Yeah.
Do you say anything specific? I mean, just,
I
hello.
was doing
Is
it. I
that
was
what
waiting for everyone else to leave. What we're gonna do? Oi, traveler!
Yes.
Oh my god. He's just, oh, traveler. I'm not a traveler. I'm just kind of here.
Aren't we all friends?
Oh, sorry. I cut off right at the end there because I was reading something the same time I'm trying to roleplay this character. Goodness gracious.
We are all
Name.
travelers on the road of life, yes?
Yes.
Oh, perhaps. Where are you guys coming from? And you all do not look like the usual bunch that are around here.
What is the usual bunch?
Well, along the roads, mostly Vistani or some very sad-looking Barovians. He's at this point looking you guys up and down where you are wearing weapons, your clothes have color, you're all an assortment of various races. Well, color is color.
Has the wolf pelt on my shoulder dried yet, or is it still just bloody?
Gosh, I don't know.
Yeah, it would still be
I'd say
bloody
it's
because
probably
we.
dried blood and some, semi-dry blood. Like it's viscous now.
It's starting to coagulate.
I can imagine I look terrifying, so I'm just gonna take a step back on this one.
Eh. Well, actually, you were up front, weren't you? And you
I'm
were wearing
behind.
that bloody wolf. Yeah, you were right next to Finnegan.
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect then, because this is gonna work great for him. But
Uh,
seeing that you actually have several fresh wolf pelts, his face kind of pipes up a little bit. I have a request for you, and it could very much help the two of us. I made a
There's
bet with
more than
several
two.
gentlemen in the bar in Valaki, and I bet them that I could gather up a wolf's head. These gentlemen regularly enter the forests to hunt wolves, and they said that a nobleman such as myself would not be able to succeed.
A
You help me
noble.
catch a wolf, kill it. I just need its head. You guys can have the rest.
What do you do with the rest
Could
of
you
it?
just take his head?
I'll start laughing at him. A man shouldn't get someone else to get his hunt.
Oh, should a man also hunt alone?
Yes, it depends on how
Uh,
much he values his life here in Barovia, yes?
Mm-hmm.
And the man isn't unarmed. He has a rapier and a dagger at his side. But if you agree, he's more than happy to compensate you for your time.
I would
The
say
money.
that if you value your honor, you should go hunt it alone, but my comrades speak true.
He's like, well, perfect. We'll go on a little hunt. After it's concluded, I'll pay you gentlemen 5 gold, and we'll be on our merry way into Valaki. And I
On
will
one
offer payment
condition,
for my bet. Oh God, what's the condition?
you deal the final blow, eh?
He wouldn't have it any other way.
Fantastic. I'm gonna stroll up to him and clap my hand on his shoulder. Give him a little grin.
You slap him on the shoulder, and he's by no means like a big, strong man. He's pretty
Damage.
average human at best. And he's just like, his body like moves under the weight of the slap. He's just
Might
like, oh,
Oh
okay.
no.
might I
But
suggest
other than
we?
that, he's okay with it. He's like, well, fantastic. I'm Vasily von Holtz.
Nice to meet you. Gungnir of the Frostclaw tribe.
I am Killenwolf. We have had a pretty rough travel. Do you think we could rest before we go do this?
Well, you can if you want, but I mean, looks like the barbarian already agreed to go help hunt a wolf.
He can help you later after we rest. We have wounds that we need to take care of.
Well,
I
that can all
could
be
heal
taken
people who
care of
need
very
healing.
easily. Oh God, where did you come from? I'm kidding.
Oh, we got Vistra with full spells. All right.
Yeah, you
Because
guys are
I have
no
only
dire need.
one bardic inspiration left and 0 spells.
I have
Oh,
2
boy.
spells.
I guess we can go take a rest first off.
What could go wrong?
I mean,
It would be better if we were prepared for this. Yes, you don't want to die out there, do you, Mr. Nobleman?
no, not at all.
Especially
I,
not a simple wolf.
Neither do I.
Here,
Very
this
Vasily,
is the man.
Vasily, do you have a place we could rest our heads, or a suggestion?
Well, for the moment, it's not dark, so it's safe outside of the gates. In fact, it's pretty safe right here. Unless we travel deeper into the woods, which I got a little turned around, making my way out.
I'd
You
rather
guys
not
wouldn't have
chance
any
that.
problems right here.
Okay. Then yeah, let's just do a short rest.
If
So we
he's
can camp
telling
out
the
here.
truth.
Yeah, in that case, like he's got a little map of like the little area around Valaki that he like just kind of pulls out and looks at it. And he's like this, and he's like pointing to some of the little woods. And he's like, this is where we'll find a wolf, and it'll be easy to kill. We won't have to worry about being uh, sidetracked or attacked by other things and the horrors of these forests. He's just sitting there like, maybe I shouldn't have taken this bet, but they did insult my honor, nonetheless.
I mean, it's better to have your life with honor defaced than be dead and have your honor intact.
I mean, this is arguable, to be
Mm.
honest.
I would much rather have life.
Yes, but, with a little bit of effort and a dead wolf or two, you can have both. So why wouldn't you try?
Yes. All right. Short rest. Go ahead and take one, guys.
Fantastic.
Hmm.
Yeah, if you guys
Okay.
need to drop your tokens on the map to take the short rest, go right ahead.
I like doing it manually, to be honest.
Yeah. The
Yes,
short
Why
rest
do I have-
button just kind of gives you a recommendation.
Yeah. Why do I have a D10 and a D12 on my hit die?
They give
Using
more-
Song of Rest.
I think it's because you when you made him, you used the old character sheet.
Right. That's right. Yeah. It probably still thinks it's a fighter as well. I'll just get rid
Yeah,
of it.
hold on. Here. I'm on your character sheet. Do not panic.
My goodness.
No, okay.
Fixed it.
I'm panicking.
If anyone else needs extra hit points and you're rolling a hit dice, you get an extra d6.
I rolled a hit dice and got 3. I only needed 2. Plus, the only other
Okay.
thing I could do is arcane recovery to get
What?
spell
Alright,
slot
that's
back.
a fantastic roll. Jesus.
Wow, Finnegan. I think your health is full even without the Song of Rest.
See, I just got 18 health from a single roll. Oh my god.
Nice.
That's a full, yeah. Awesome. Thanks for Song of Rest.
It is what I do, yes?
Barbarian powers.
I have 0.
I guess
Yeah, I only have 1 rage as well.
that's the best thing about Wizard. I can recover at least a spell slot.
All right, so you guys are taking a short rest, and like Vasily pulls out a couple like rations, just like some beef jerky and stuff. He just kind of hands it out to you guys. He's more than
Thank
willing
you.
to share,
Thank you very much.
so you guys
I-
don't have to pull from your rations.
I
He's like, it's
use
the least I can do for sidetracking you.
Use prestidigitation on a meat pie and hand it to him.
He takes it. He has no reason not to trust you, but he doesn't eat it as he does his own rations. He's just asking like, oh, what is it?
Meat
Oh,
pie.
this is Morgantha's meat pies.
Mm-hmm. I'm
These
eating
are
one of
pretty
those too.
popular in the town.
I'm eating one.
Oh, you're eating one of the meat pies?
Mm-hmm.
It's the
Okay.
first time.
Need that?
I have 2 left now.
How's that taste, Ramirez?
Good.
I will
You see him scarfing it down.
It
Do you
does
want one?
taste good.
Do you want one?
No, thank you. I'm quite well. This
Okay.
jerky and hardtack is enough for me. Yes. I'd prefer beer, but I guess this land is rich with wine.
Yeah.
Any drinks you guys have, even if it's water, I can still flavor it how you want.
It is flavor, but it's not the same. There are no bubbles. I don't get the foam on my mustache when I drink it.
The bubbles. Oh my goodness.
Yes,
There's
it is
Buddy
a very
Moon.
handy skill.
Ugh. I am always unprepared.
This
All
is a
right.
lie.
Ramirez, go ahead and roll me a d8. You have 5 temp HP.
Oh. It's interesting.
I'm guessing that's meat pie.
Mm.
I mean, they are making the bodies of dead children, so perhaps.
After eating, like, I feel honestly feel more better out of nowhere.
Yeah. All right. Moving on from that. Vasily does not eat the meat pies. He's not so much of a fan of Morgantha's meat pies. But he does
Sorry.
take it, not to be rude.
She seems to be an evil woman taking people as payment. That wouldn't stand where I come from.
Vasily's like, yeah, well, I've seen stranger things here.
What have you seen, Vasily? Tell me stories.
Yeah, you want stories.
I'm a storyteller.
Where
So
are my stories? Well, hold on, this is me talking now. Where are my stories? Where is it? Okay. Yep, he has things he can say. Where are the things he can say?
Things and thoughts and thoughts and things.
Yep. I hate that. It's like every character has their own little things they can say, and I'm over here going, okay, what does this character say again? He's just like, wait till you see Valaki. It's a interesting town to say the least. It's got its own ins and outs, and in the end, I recommend you tread carefully. But I say we hunt this wolf, and I can show you myself. I'll even give you a bit of a tour of the town.
very well. Is everyone ready?
Yes, sounds great.
Hi.
As I can be was a
All right.
good night rest.
Say what?
I said, as good as I can be with a good night's rest. Magic's running a little low.
I'm in the same boat, Ramirez.
All right, so you guys are deciding to go hunting a wolf, searching for trouble.
What time is
Finnegan, go. Hmm? It's
This is around noon.
it's noon.
Okay.
It's midday.
Perfect time to go hunting.
Yeah. You still have so many hours of light left. But Finnegan, go ahead and just roll me a survival if you guys are trying to find a wolf.
I can help out.
Yeah, do it
Well, I
with
give him a bardic inspiration too.
advantage and a d6.
Fantastic. Ooh.
24 finds you a wolf. It's
We'll find vendors of that.
it's a younger wolf, but you guys are able to start tracking it down. You find the footprints and very easily are able to find this wolf, fan out, corner it, and pretty much all of you pounce on it
Just a
together. One wolf.
quick
Yeah, what's the
question.
question?
How long has it been since 6 o'clock since we started total now? Has that been 8 hours?
It has
that-
been, give or take,
it was-
about six.
Because it was 6,
nearly 7.
because then we took a long rest. I just didn't know because of the mage armor.
Yeah, no,
'Cause
you
it kept-
still have mage armor. It's only been about 7 hours, 6 to 7 hours since you left the Surpool encampment, and you actually cast it later in the day. You cast it around the time you guys were like at the Sur Falls.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
Just
So
making sure.
you're good. You're good. Don't you worry. Gosh, you're making me pull up information from 2 weeks ago. Brain no
I
work
know if
good.
it's still active or not. I need
But-
to know my
Yeah, you guys are all able to together just pounce on this one lone wolf, and it
Poor
didn't
thing.
stand a chance.
Yes, it feels a little bit mean almost.
Just make sure the guy gets
And
I feel kind of bad, but not.
and you obviously just kind of wound it, and then Vasily himself strikes the final blow, takes the head of the wolf, and offers you guys the pelt or the meat or anything you want from it.
Go
Nah.
to waste. That's the hard part.
I'm okay.
or the meat in
Do not edit me. What?
Yeah, I named it "Do Not Edit" because it's
Oh.
your party token flag on the map, the landing page. If I didn't have that token there, you guys wouldn't be able to see. And of course, now everyone's just like, "Ooh, I'm gonna touch it."
I can talk as do not edit.
Anyway, back to the game. As you guys are getting close to the gates, he just gives you 5 gold and says, for a job well done, and a bet won. And just because I have this, I'm going to drop you guys here so you can see just kind of what the gates of Valaki are like. And you guys are traveling with Vasily in a nice dim day.
Having feedback.
I still am not used to this myth. I hate it.
Oh, well, it's all I've known my whole life.
Still are not used to what? Sorry, what did you say?
The mist.
Yes.
I feel sorry for you, Vasily.
And at this point, Irina is just like, holy moly, we finally get back to civilization out of these damn woods.
Yes, I am very fortunate. Let's go find the tavern.
Oh, what a coincidence. That's exactly where Vasily is headed with his wolf head.
Vasily, do they have any beer here?
Not particularly. It's mostly wine that is the lifeblood. And he just kind of like says it and waves his hand. It's mostly the lifeblood of Barovia.
Ah, what I wouldn't give for some hops and wheat.
What I wouldn't give was a mead.
Hey, that's all right. It's a little sweet for me, doesn't it?
You know,
All right, well,
nothing prepares you as a DM to hear your players say in a game their alcohol preferences that their character has and make it such a big deal.
Hello, dude.
Nothing as a GM prepares you for this, especially in this module where wine is everything.
it's like one of the few characters I play that actually drinks.
Oh my goodness.
Same here, actually.
Well, I hate you guys.
You don't mean that.
Yeah, this is
I
not
do
true.
that.
The result
Fucking, my previous character, Previous, was an extreme lightweight. I
is
think he
a
passed out for like 12 hours after drinking his first drink. In that one
All
tavern.
right. So you guys approach the gate, and Vasily is just telling you guys that this here gate is oh, let me, oops, I just closed down
Feedback.
the thing that I didn't. You're getting feedback?
Yeah, I'm hearing feedback from somebody. Like, you know, when like a cell phone's too close to a headset kind of thing.
I wonder if maybe it's the bot, and you're just hearing that, thinking it's
No.
feedback. Oh, then
No, I think it's from Melinda.
Melinda is kind of giving off feedback.
It is
sometimes.
not from me. We go through this all time. It's not from me. I do not even have my cell phone down here with me today, so it is not from me.
It's static feedback.
I know that. I know what you are talking about. I hear it as well, but it is not coming from me.
Then who's it coming from?
And when someone else speaks, it comes through from Melinda's mic as well. So. Oh, that's not, okay. Got it.
yeah.
I was wondering.
And now we're arguing about
I don't
feedback.
know.
Vasily, is there a market here that is potentially cheaper than Bilgrath?
Well, there is a market here, but I don't know Bildrath.
He's a swindler.
How did he
He went in
swindle
10
you?
gold for a bolt of arrows.
10 gold for a bolt of a quiver of bolts. What is a
Pretty normal.
Is it a quiver of bolts?
A bundle.
bundle of arrows, quiver, whatever you want to call it.
Dang.
Yeah. A bundle of bolts.
Gold is. Oosh.
Yes, I was shocked at the prices.
Well, don't you worry. The prices here won't be as steep, but not much different.
I don't understand how the Barovians get along like everything is fine. They're being extorted at every turn.
Well, most Barovians are pretty self-sufficient. They take care of themselves and have
And
what they
sell their
need already.
children for meat pies.
Well, I mean, if the meat pie is delicious. I'm only kidding, of course.
Yeah, the meat pie was delicious.
Yeah, self-sufficient. Here, take my child.
I mean, when you're hungry, you are hungry.
I'll be getting more pies from you in 9 months. Okay.
Mm,
Um,
well done. Very clever. Who is the lucky lady? Oh, that's gross. Blech.
Oh my goodness. You guys are the worst.
Yes, actually, we are.
We're not German.
Everything about those jokes,
Oh,
every last one of those jokes was just god awful.
I'm the cheddar worst.
Welcome to Valaki.
Welcome to Vloggy.
Oh
This
man.
town looks
Yeah.
a lot nicer than the village.
Yeah, there's a large palisade just like covers the whole town. And as you're approaching this gate, Vasily tells you that it's called the Morning Gate, or as some locals like to call it, the Morning Gate.
Oh, like you're sad.
yes, not as in
Yeah.
AM, I assume. More like crying.
So,
And he just kind of chuckles at his little joke, but other
Vasily,
than that, oh yeah, go ahead.
does this palisade do well to keep out the attacks? Do you guys experience attacks at night, or
No, we don't get attacked really at all. The gates are locked at night, and we've never been assaulted by Strahd here.
wonderful? And is there a sanctuary of sorts here?
Yes, the church. It's
Ah, perfect, the
sacred
holy
ground, and
place.
Strahd himself cannot enter. And perhaps it's not just this palisade, but the church itself, which helps keep us all
Well,
safe.
we will let's go to the tavern and make good on this bet of yours, and then we must go to the church.
Who is the patron
The
of the church?
the Morning Lord.
Oh, it's Morning Lord. The same as
Yeah.
the poor unfortunate soul that we had to take care of in the basement of the other church.
And this is the morning lord, like the sun lord, not the sad lord.
Correct.
Yes. Morning as in morning. Yes.
Do we see
Um,
people like out and about too, like while we're walking down the street?
outside the gates, no. But
Oh,
as you
well,
approach
let's
the
go in.
gates, Vasily is just like, "Hello, open up, it's me, Vasily." And the guards are just like, "Oh," and they let him in, just giving you guys like a side-eyed glance, like, are they trouble?" And Vasily himself vouches for you, and you guys get in the town completely unimpeded. The gates were closed, but they just open right up. Vasily walks in like this is totally normal, and you guys,
I bow respectfully to the guards and thank them, and then enter.
they just kind of tip their hat if they're wearing hats. Well, I guess it's pretty nice. We make do here.
I feel
But
safer already. This kind of reminds me of my
yeah.
home.
So let me drop a token down here. Hopefully it doesn't drop a. Hopefully I don't drop a jumbo token because this map is. There's a jumbo token.
You don't think the priest? You don't think the priest at the church has a vampire locked in the basement?
He looks at you completely bewildered and is just like, what?
Long story. Maybe if you tell me some more stories, I will tell you this one.
Ah, yes, well, we have a bit of a journey to the Blue Water Inn.
Blue water. Let us go.
Yes. All right. So, the Blue Water Inn's over here. So you guys got to walk through the town. As you guys are walking through the town, you do pass by the market, which is right here.
And is this like a normal town? Like there's activity, like bustling
Yeah,
people.
people are moving around, and people are smiling.
Awesome.
People
I
are
will.
happy.
I'm gonna kind of like post up right here in front of the market and just like play a little ditty, a little happy.
All right. And give me 1 second. The forest music, no good anymore.
Yes, now we need that.
You said you lost your horn.
Yeah.
You can use mine.
Oh, you
Care
got
to
to
join? Care to join me in the song?
Gladly, my friend.
All right, just try to match my tune.
If you guys want to give me a performance. You actually need to be yarding.
Oh, that's not a badge. Regular. But from the house.
Oh, now we got.
Whoa! You guys were like talking. Oh, it's Melinda. What is going on? I muted Melinda just to save the stream real quick.
Is it still doing it?
I think it is. Yeah. Did Melinda like put down her headset next to the mic, and then her mic is picking it all up?
This happened
See, and I mute her.
years ago. Yeah, we had a really bad loop going.
That was fun. Though. It was
I mean. All right. Let me check if Melinda's echoes is gone.
Now coming up to bat.
No.
Number 33.
Yeah. All right, she disconnected for the moment. Goodness gracious. Continuing on down this here area, you guys are deciding to just kind of post up in the market and do a little perform. I have handouts for this.
This is much closer to home.
It's a bit too big for my liking.
Yes. You are
On
one
your
with a light.
approach to Velaki.
Romaris just passes out on the street.
Going to the tavern.
Man, he really wants his spells.
Here we go. The town square.
Fantastic.
Sort of where you guys are kind of showing up.
Nice. Are there anybody? Oh, those are. Are those donkeys?
Donkeys? Yeah, they are.
But they got hands. Those are stockades, and they're like people in donkey helmets. Can I look at these?
You can look at the picture. All right, let me see if
I want to walk up to them in the square and be like, "What the hell is this?"
All right, yep, Melinda, I don't hear the echo coming from you anymore. Fantastic.
Is not me.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
Mhm.
Well, that is quite the sentence to come back to.
These must be the asses of the town.
Ah!
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Wow.
All right. So, in this area, it's the RSX stockyard. This large stockyard has several locked sheds along its periphery and lies adjacent to a roomy warehouse, which is what you see right here. A wooden sign above the front gate reads RSX Stockyard. And parked at the south end of the stockyard is a sturdy carnival wagon. Its colorful paint peeling off. Faded lettering on its side spells out the words Rictavio's Carnival of Wonders. And locked up and all that. And in this stockyards, it's sort of where you would buy all your general goods and all the things you might need. Oh, God. Not another carnival wagon. But
I've heard of Natasha. She is quite the amazing performer.
I hear she was
Yeah,
quite
this-
determined and fetching.
Oh my goodness. But this stockyard is where you would park all your wagons and such, if you had a wagon.
What? We do not want that back door opened up in the wagon.
Yeah. Don't what? What did you say?
The wagon, it just had like it has chains on the door.
It is locked.
Yeah, definitely.
It just it's something to note because it's one of the few things that actually like pops out because it has some color, although faded.
In my experience, lots of locks usually are holding back big treasure.
Mm.
Dangerous. Haven't ran into that much.
There could be another poor unfortunate soul inside of this wagon. And they have put the locks on it to keep it inside. To keep it. Yes. Yes, both things are what I mean. Yes. Sometimes death is the only mercy.
All right. As you guys are you exploring the stockyard at all, trying to peruse or buy anything? Because at the same time, Vasily von Holt is just trying to describe everything to you, tell you about the town. Mm-hmm. Oh God.
Just call it Color the Dying.
No. Whoa, Victor, I haven't heard you speak much.
Well, okay.
All right, well, let's go get the drink, yeah?
I'm still technically on holiday. Shh.
All right. Oh,
Harley's Angel.
goodness gracious. Oh, you guys are like blowing my mind as you're going 100 different directions at once, and I'm trying to keep up. All right.
Good morning.
Yeah, I am just all over the place today.
This is probably how she feels with the 8-year-olds.
Oh yeah, probably.
Oh man, triggered.
You guys realize that it's 8 o'clock my side, right? And night.
Yeah, you're fine.
Means same
You're
here.
fine.
There's no waking up at 8 o'clock at night.
Take a nap at 6. You can do
There
that.
is if you really try.
I was a professional baker. Those were the worst hours I ever had.
Ugh. All right. Goodness gracious.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, interesting.
Yep. That's fun.
All right. So as you're obviously just kind of looking around the marketplace, like you did, a bundle of arrows, 20 arrows, is 5 gold pieces
Oh,
compared
much
to
better. Same for the bolt.
compared. Yeah, the bolts are they're a different price if I remember correctly.
Did
Well,
I
I remember.
get that horn, by the way, or yes? No,
Did you get? Did you get what?
the horn.
Did Andrew give you his horn?
I don't know.
I was just letting him use it.
Right, yeah, I'm gonna go buy a horn then. Ooh, there is one.
Well, give me one
I'm
moment
gonna.
to.
We're gonna make a band where one of the members is just using a horn.
God.
Basically, yeah, essentially. Yeah, that's what I imagine anyway. I could carve it out myself, but we haven't really fought anything with horns. I doubt wolf teeth make a good horn.
All
Hmm,
right.
What, in Brazil?
So the cost of a horn is goodness gracious, a
about
lot.
50. Really?
It's 125 gold.
Oof.
What about just a horn, like an animal?
That'll still cost you.
I'll take a
That'll
ram
still
head.
cost you about that'll still cost you about 100 gold.
Jesus. All right, I guess we're gonna hunt it eventually.
I can help you. I'm
I do have
pretty
a wolf
handy with
pelt
tools.
I can sell though.
Hey, Vasily, is there a blacksmith in this town?
Ah. All right, it's 5 gold.
And how much for the bolts?
That's 5 gold as well.
Okay, I'll take one of them.
I also want some arrows, please.
Well, you know what? I
That's 5
could
gold as well.
Is it possibly a tanner in this village or town, whatever?
There's no one here who really makes a whole profession of blacksmithing or tanning, but there are several blacksmiths and tanners that sort of create everything that is needed. As for like armor smiths, no, not a
Yeah.
one. But it's
Yeah,
more like he makes horseshoes, nails, and
yeah. If there's
stuff.
if there's a guy who has like a crude forge and stuff, I would just want to ask him if I could, stop by and use it.
I would like to go to the tanner and ask him to just fashion a cape out of the wolf belt I got. Just a basic one.
Vasily's just gonna be like, well, that's actually a very strange ask, as I doubt any Barovian would ever let you do that. Using his forge is a very big ask. I could maybe put in a good word for you, but other than that, there's almost no chance in hell a Barovian would even let you in their home.
Okay, so
Most people are horrified.
this is not like my place where I come from.
Where does you come from?
I forget.
I forget.
My memory is a bit foggy. I can only remember my family.
Vasily's just like, you are definitely a very strange man.
Why are you telling me in a strange land? Agreed.
Oh my goodness. Can we not get sidetracked for 5 minutes? I'm kidding.
Absolutely not.
Is it possible?
It doesn't even bother me. I'm just like, what is going on here? I am, and I'm not this time. I'm so tired. I'm fighting for my life over here. uh,
But yes, I would like to find someone that has a hobby in tanning, just to clean out the belts. Do a little shoulder loop.
So you want to pay someone to tan the pelts for you?
I can do it myself. I'm not proficient. I can try.
All right. Do you have like the tools or anything for it?
No, that's why I can't do it.
Hmm.
Can I ask
Shame.
someone to do it? Like, to use someone else's tanning rack? And pay him for it?
Sure. There's people who sell pelts and stuff here. Like just random Barovians that are milling about in this stockyard sort of general area selling their goods. And I mean, they're smiling. They're over here with big old smiles on their faces.
Oh no, they're happy. It's a trap. Well, either way, I would like to use that somehow.
So you just approach one of these tanners and whatnot,
Yeah,
and
all
I'm just
jolly and
curious how you approach this.
well, I walk up and just greet them, go with the jolly old greetings, and just show off the pelt and ask if I can tan it using their tools. Or pay them.
The the uh the commoner is just like, no,
Sad.
no way. I could take these pelts off your hands though.
Can they fashion a cape? All right.
He's just looking at the pelts. He's like, I could give you a couple of silver for them.
Nah, I'll skip it. I'll just keep it on my shoulder. Keeps me warm.
He's like,
I got so distracted there talking because I noticed a smiley face there.
You like look for smiley faces and everything.
There's a smiley face, and then there's weird faces like robot faces.
Yeah, and this one's like surprised.
This guy's a weird face right here.
Yeah, this guy's pretty angry.
You guys are weirdos.
Yep, it does. From season 3 with the disconnected coil.
I have no idea what you guys just said. Not a Star Trek guy.
Nerd stuff, just nerd stuff. There's a face
Okay.
over here too.
You guys are killing me.
And
Are we here to play D&D?
Oh, I love that one. Just looking so angry.
All right, Strahd appears. You all die.
I'm
Strahd
delirious
appears,
from
you all
lack of
die. New
sleep.
campaign. I think I'm going delirious. Yes. Well, as you guys are going around the stockyard, just because you've explored it a little bit, you see some old posters with like a little proclamation on them that say, "Come one, come all, to the greatest celebration of the year, the Wolf's Head Jamboree. Attendance will be required. Pikes will be provided. All will be well. The Baron."
Who is the Baron?
Who are you asking?
Vasily.
Oh, he is the man in charge. The man whose name I actually forgot because I am in over my head.
You and me both, Vasily.
Yes, yes. But he's the burgomaster of this village. If
It
I
would
can,
probably be a good idea if we spoke to him at some point.
I have no idea why you would want to speak to the burgomaster. Baron something. You know,
That's a
it's
strange
whenever I
name.
don't. Yeah. So whenever I'm not ready, you guys are like, "What's his name? What's his name?" And I'm just like, there it is, Baron Vargas Valakovich. Baron Vargas Valakovich. He's the burgomaster of this town. Uh, he's kind of in charge of things. He's definitely, for lack of a better term, improved the town. After all, everyone seems happy. He's convinced that happiness is the key to keeping Strahd away, and despite how absurd it may sound, well, look at the town.
Um,
I'm
we'll have to meet him
about to put
to
his
get the
name in the
handout.
chat.
Vasily,
I'll just put his
you've
name in the chat.
attended the Wolf's Head Jamboree. What is it like?
It was very strange
How
event.
so?
Well, the Baron has all these events to try and raise the morale in the town and keep people happy. But for the Wolf's Head Jamboree, um, he had the guards parade around town with wolf's heads on their pikes, and other villagers had them join in at times. And it was just people sort of parading around with multiple severed wolf heads.
So is this why you wanted the wolf head?
No, no, this was just to prove that I could kill a wolf
But are
to
they going
the
to
other
use this wolf head for that purpose?
Well, the Wolf's Head Jamboree is already passed.
Oh, we missed it. Okay, well, never mind.
Yes, we regularly, very regularly, have different little events and jamborees. The burgomaster thinks that by doing this, he can make people in the town happy, and that by being happy, we push Strahd away and protect the town. Um, it's it's actually mandatory that people be happy by law.
And then at this, Kinwolf just throws on the cheesiest smile, and it doesn't break.
Okay, by law, yes.
Yes, this sounds like a terrible thing.
Like I said, can argue. I can argue with his methods, but I can't
I
argue
don't
with
know.
his
This feels
results.
pretty good, guys. My cheekbones hurt a little bit, but otherwise, it's nice.
Uh, at the mention of that, you guys can all notice that if you really take the time to look at one of the townsfolk, they're just as sad as every other town. They just have these smiles plastered on their faces. They are painted on.
This is a little bit creepy, really, isn't it?
Oh, extremely creepy now that you know. All right, where is... Oh, someone left. Who left me?
The sush.
Rude.
Sushi. He's not
Aw.
feeling too great.
And
Cheers,
we
buddy.
lost him. Yep, we will miss him with every bullet so far. That was a joke. Oh boy. So. Yeah. Well, that and I'm tired. Everyone's tired.
Yeah, I'm taking a nap after this.
Ooh.
Oof. Yeah, margarita in the pool will do that.
It does, yes. Oh, also
Those are
the
the old fashions. Now I want to drink, but it's 7 a.m. You don't do this to me.
do it. It's Sunday. It's fine.
All right.
It's almost 5 o'clock here.
So Vasily is more than happy to take you to the Blue Water Inn. And here's the thing, like, he's not just talking to you, Kenna Wolf. He is really interested in the entire party because you guys are foreign. Completely foreign to him. He's lived his whole life in this town. Most Valachian townsfolk spend their whole lives in this town, inside its gated walls. Few ever leave, but it's safe here. So why leave? And of course, there's the Baron's message of all will be well. And, well, with what he's doing and the fact that Strahd has never showed up here, the walls, the Church of St. Andrel, the fact that people here, while pretending to be happy, may very well be pushing Strahd away. Why leave? This is just sort of as silly talking as you guys are making your way to the Blue Water Inn. If anyone else has anything they want to say to him, speak now or forever hold your peace. No.
So to make beer, all you need.
Okay, if you're telling me, he's just like, well, that sounds very easy and terribly disgusting.
It's great. People have been doing it for hundreds and thousands of years.
Yes, but you see, when you make wine, you take a grape, which is actually something people eat.
And then you step on it with your dirty feet.
Well, clean feet. You clean your feet first. And besides, everything gets fermented in the end. So what's the difference?
The bubbles.
The bubbles. Okay, so Irina, it was recommended by Irina's brother that you guys come to Valaki and maybe the church there would be safe. Father Donovich, before you guys absolutely pissed him off and killed his son, recommended that maybe the church in Kresk could help
Well,
you.
technically, his son was already dead. We just laid him to rest.
Yes. These facts, you cannot complain. You cannot argue them.
I mean, I have to try and play things from the perspective of Father Donovich. After all, it was still his son. All his memories, who he was, everything he's sort of stood for. Getting a phone call.
Sort of.
Yes.
Just with the addition of eating people.
Yes, insatiable bloodlust and all of those things.
Well, he never ate anyone.
Details. Well, he never had the opportunity because he was.
Oh boy, he wanted to though.
Yeah, he did. I saw it in his eyes. Crazy little
I mean,
man.
his first taste of blood was Shirley. Yep.
Yeah.
That was his first taste of blood.
And it was unsettling.
All right. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me. It is the top of the hour. We should definitely take a break. Just a quick fiver. Because we're getting on a tangent. We're getting on a rant. But let's take a quick 5-minute break. Be back in 5, guys. All right. We are on the pause screen. After I return to the stream is, oh no!
Oh.
Great for the viewers. The first thing they hear, oh no!
We all died.
That was a very
Uh,
break.
That was 5 minutes on the dot. I'm getting real exact with these breaks. Unless I'm late coming back from the break, then it's fine.
Whoa.
So,
Got a
Settle
drink
down.
and got a drink and made up some
So,
popcorn.
Popcorn.
Vistra asked during the break for what Irina's opinion would be about this town. When you guys first got here, she was actually kind of excited that there were so many lively and happy-looking people. But the sort of bombshell that Vasily dropped on you guys was pretty unfortunate that it's by law. And then all of you immediately said, "Oh, great! So this town is just awful." And all of you suddenly hate this town, which really, really hurts my heart. There's a whole town here, guys.
Yes, no, Villaki is not a bad place. It's just a little bit creepy. As much same way as village of Barovia was a little creepy.
And yeah. And Irina's just like, maybe we should check out the church before any strong opinions, but that's
Yes, maybe it has a really
we can
nice
always do
apartment.
that a little later. Maybe. Oh, I heard that someone's windows.
I'm sorry. It's just going crazy and I did not know why. Oh no, it's still going to keep doing it. Sorry.
All right. Gosh, you guys have been talking for a while. I can only assume you would definitely be at the Blue Water Inn by now.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's take you guys to the Blue Water Inn. Let's do a few things. Bada bing, bada boom, I need to drop your tokens on the board. Because I didn't do this during the break. Because I forgot that tokens were a thing and that you guys use them. Crazy. Absolute craziness. Alright. Here we go. To the Blue Water Inn. Can everyone visibly see? You guys are going to be at the bottom right. The wonderful Blue Water Inn.
Yep.
Fantastic. So, gray smoke just kind of issues from the chimney of this large 2-story wooden building with a stone foundation and sagging tile roof, upon which several ravens have perched. A painted wooden sign hanging above the main entrance depicts a blue waterfall. And blue, blah, 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 the Blue Water Inn. The Blue Water Inn. The Blue Water Inn is like Valakai's sort of main gathering place for locals, especially at night. And this is Vasily like telling you guys this, that people just kind of congregate here and drink wine, drown what sorrows they might have. And I am just fixing some stuff. Fixing a lot of stuff because it's not the way I want it. Nothing is the way I want it. Why can't this module run itself? That's just an overhang. I'm trying to get the handout for you guys, because you know I love doing these handouts. The Blue Water Inn. I think the dotted line will make sense now. It's just a nice little tavern in this dim. It is. It's by James RPG Art. I
They need
downloaded all of his stuff.
so they need some of that grass. It needs a bit of a trim. It's looking unkept.
Well, you're right here. Why don't you trim it?
Because I am not gold.
It's right there. Well, I don't think they have any goats. Ooh. Here we go. So, let's get you guys inside here. Open these doors. Oh no. The bar patrons are on the GM lair. More work for me. Okay. No need to panic. You guys can move freely inside the Blue Water Inn, a wonderful place where I assume you people will be staying for quite some time. All right. So, in the front area is just a large bar where a woman is handing out wine to several of the patrons. And in the corner, over here, is where Vasily makes his way and brings the wolf head to these two gentlemen here. And they just kind of talk for a bit, sort of like busting each other's chops. The two of them sort of, the three of them just talking amongst each other. And Vasily is extremely pleased with himself, obviously, for winning this bet. And that's where Vasily is going to hang out. He's outside, sad and alone.
I'm not sad or alone. We're outside.
Your token is. Silence.
Or no, Gungnir would have the pelt.
Yeah, Gungnir. They probably wouldn't question it. And in their deal, it wouldn't have been a big deal. Aha. If he had gotten help. Hence why he did it. After all, he's just somewhat of a little lesser noble in here, in this town. But so far, he seems pretty friendly with everyone else in the town. They know him. And he thanks you for the deal, or for some help, and he offers to buy you guys the first round of wine if you want some.
Sure.
And he's as he offers, he's like,
beer.
"Sorry, Kina Wolf, I don't have any beer."
Kind of, but it's not the same.
I knew he was gonna. It's not the same. I am limited by the technology of my time. I don't think so. Ooh, goodness gracious! I just closed all my handouts. I know, right? I had so many fun things you guys could do here. But I don't have them memorized. Alright. So, goodness. Vasily is just kind of chilling now with, this guy's name, Soldarovich. and Yevgeny Krushkin.
Soldar Silverich is
two-
the equivalent of Donald McDonald.
Yeah, Soldarovich. They're local hunters. They're pretty frequent the Blue Water Inn, and they kill wolves and sell the meat for a living. Their work is pretty dangerous and bloody, and the two of them look like very grim and haunted men. But nonetheless, they made a deal with Vasily. And they honored that deal. It was just sort of a bragging rights type thing. After all, what need would he have for money from a couple of wolf hunters? Mm-hmm. Soldar Soldalovich. Gosh, it's just such a great name, though. It's terribly great. At the front of the bar with the woman who's sort of pouring the drinks, getting the wine, is a half elf, just sort of sitting at the bar, somewhat little elderly. Huh.
This is the first thing other than a human I've seen here.
Quite. Is everyone just scared to talk or do things? You're all just sitting at the bar, one round of wine at the tables from that guy, Vasily. Yep, I knew his name. I knew what I was saying. I don't have a hammer to drop. You're just in a tavern, guys.
I have a club.
Who are these three ladies over here that I am standing beside? This table here.
They're just a couple of commoners that are just drinking away their day.
Oh,
I'm
yes,
kidding.
that's right. That's right. Silly of me to have forgotten. They've had a busy week. I'm just going to sit down and introduce myself and ask them how they are and how they are feeling and if they are happy and all of these things.
The commoners are just like, yeah, of course we're happy. It's mandatory by law.
You know, I mean,
And they
really,
just
are
kind
you
of like
happy?
plaster a smile back on their faces.
Oh, that's so creepy. You know what? If you're going to smile, you must smile with your eyes. It must reach all the way up your face.
Did you hear about the guy who walked into a bar? He said, ouch.
Oh, my goodness.
You hear loud booing. Everyone starts throwing tomatoes at you.
You're supposed to be happy.
No, I'm kidding. Well, you drank the one he gave you already? Well, that's on you then.
He's buying another one.
So, there's a couple different types of wine. There's purple grape mash number 3, which is 3 copper pieces, or the superior red dragon crush wine for 1 silver piece.
Dragon Crush, please.
All right, 1 silver, and you get a nice little pint of wine. It's good wine. Who just drank into their mic to emphasize that?
Vestra will be sitting at her
So-
table just listening to see if she can pick up any interesting conversations, any interesting topics.
Oh.
Anything like
Good.
that.
You can make me a perception, but for those guys at the bar, Danica is the woman who is handling the bar, giving out wine to you guys, and she just asks, what are you guys doing here? What do you gentlemen do?
Not trying
Well,
to
that's
die.
quite obvious. Not trying to die. Probably a good thing to live for.
Died almost several times on the way here.
Unfortunate. Where are you coming from?
Looking over at Finnegan. Where were we again?
Oh, wonderful. I never make it out that far. Oh, definitely. Hmm. So what brings you then to the wonderful Valaki?
Es- we're escorts. Make sure you got
Oh,
here safely.
so you're like the two hunters over there. You just help people out for money and all that.
We getting paid for
Hmm.
this?
Are you getting paid for this? Nope.
Exactly.
So you're just handymen. Oh, goodness. I was trying to pull up handymen who happen to murder a lot.
Don't
Hmm.
murder. Not killing people. We're taking out monsters on the way here. AKA a monster.
Hmm. All right. So, Vistra, just for your little perception, listening in on conversation. Do 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 do. Ugh, gosh, I swear I speak well. You get a little bit of information, and it's just some commoners just kind of mumbling amongst themselves, and that Valaki has endured at least one festival every week for the past several years. And some Valakians believe that the festivals keep the devil Strahd at bay. Others think they provide no protection or benefit whatsoever, and most consider them at best dismal affairs. Yes, and you guys just missed the Wolf's Head Jamboree.
What is next celebration?
I don't know. The banners aren't up yet.
What do you mean every year there are different celebrations?
Well, hold on. This was Vistra hearing this.
Sorry.
You're
You're right.
just like, wait, I want to know more.
I know, I'm sorry.
DM's over here like, no, hold on.
Yeah, that was rude of me. I apologize, Vister.
But if you want, you can still talk to these commoners and learn some stuff about the town, because you did sit down in front of some people. And I'm trying to give everyone their moment here.
Yeah, I apologize.
But yeah, you know what? We'll bounce back to you, Shirley, because I know Vistra's just sort of sitting there, just like listening.
Pretty much.
And Shirley, you did partially speak to these people, but did you have anything else you wanted to like talk to them about? Oh, get another drink, Finnegan. There you go. Ramirez over here paying for drinks. All right, yeah. She pours another 2 bottles of wine, hands them to the two of you. It's good wine, honestly. If you enjoy some nice red wines. You have your pinky out, don't you? You have your pinky out, don't you? I'm
Nope.
so mad.
Not me. I'm
Uh,
not. I'm just downing it.
so let's bounce over to Shirley. Yeah. What do you want to talk to these commoners about? Like, what else you got?
I would like to ask them about some of the other patrons that they are seeing in the bar. How many people are regulars? How many people maybe cause problems in town, if there are any such things? In particular, interested in more information about the two hunters in the corner.
Oh, Perfect. Well, the two hunters over there, they'll tell you all about them. So they are very skilled hunters, and they've been around the woods in Barovia. Mostly around, obviously, Valaki. They don't stray far enough for it to be nighttime and spend time outside at night. They always get back here. But they do offer their services if you wish to venture beyond the walls of Valaki. And they're willing to serve as guides for just 5 gold pieces per day. Or they can provide directions to other places. All of these things they do. But if you pay for their drinks, they'll even tell you where things are around Barovia. And if you want them to be your guide at night, it's 100 gold pieces or more.
Yes, well, we understand why that would happen.
As for them specifically, these patrons are pretty gossipy right now,
Hmm.
as they've got a few drinks in them. Their worries have started to fade away. Their smiles faded as well. And they're more like the usual Barovians that you know. But on
Right.
Soldar is a very brusque man who usually doesn't speak. And Yevgeny is usually the same with not much to say.
Right.
And if obviously all you liked Soldar's bow, but he puts a notch in his bow for every wolf he's killed. And Yevgeny adds a cut into his wolfskin cloak every time he makes a kill. So they
I
obviously
mean,
have like a bunch of notches in his arrow or his bow, and the other guy has like a bunch of little swaths cut out of his cloak,
this is
representing like the number of wolves they've killed, and that they're pretty seasoned and good hunters.
sure.
But even they aren't fools, and they know their limits. They don't go out at night. They prepare, obviously.
Yes. It's good to
And
know that they are willing to be guides.
yeah, I'm sure you're glad to know that.
Yes. Also, okay, so we know them, but the three ladies are fine. The watch guys are pretty obvious, like they are city watch, yes. So they're like police.
No, those two are noblemen that they're the Wachter, however you want to pronounce it, Wachter.
Right.
They're the sons of Lady Fiona Wachter.
Mm. All right.
She's sort of a, she's sort of a big noble in this town.
Okay. So we need to find out more information about that lady. Do you know?
They just spend all their time drinking. They're just a
Sure.
bunch of little noble sons who spend their whole lives drinking.
Right. Their parents
Room for the
must be
night
very
is
proud.
1 electrum piece.
1 electrum. Um, what about
Oh,
what about this gentleman sitting at the bar, and what do you know of the bartender?
the bartender?
Yes.
That's Danica Mardikov.
Right.
She usually tends to the bar. Her husband tends to the cooking. Hold on, I'm trying to. Yes. Yep. Yep. But this module uses it. So sad. This module is old. All right. You hand her a gold, and that'll get you a room for a couple of nights. I am bouncing back and forth between handouts here. Huzzah! So that'll get you a room for, well, it'll get you 1 bed for 5 nights, or 5 beds for 1 night.
Okay.
All right, you guys got 5 beds for the night.
I'm gonna
This
play
is
I'm gonna play a lullaby before we go to bed.
this is the only man that we have not spoken about in the bar currently. Do you know anything about this man?
Do they? Well, he came here a couple. Yeah.
Right, yes.
Mm. He is a colorfully dressed half elf. Uh, Here we go. It's several months ago. This colorfully dressed half elf bard came to Barovia in a carnival wagon, with a pet monkey on his shoulder, and he's sort of been in and out and around the town. It seems like he accidentally came here for whatever reason in a carnival wagon and has just kind of been stuck in Barovia like you guys, but for a much longer period of time.
I want to since I realize that he's a half elf, I want to like ask him like, "Hey, you're not from here, are you?"
Not at all, and you all look quite foreign as well.
Yeah, it's finally good to see a familiar face.
Familiar? I have no idea who you are.
Ah, more friendly than these Barovians, if you will. A
Well,
half elf. I have not seen anyone other than a human since I've been here.
yes,
Where I
rather.
come from, we have many races. Well, you don't count, Finnegan. You're my best friend.
You guys are never gonna let me live it down.
Never ever.
So I understand you're a bard. Do you care to swap stories or learn a song of mine?
Oh, sure. I'm not much in the mood to perform myself, as he's like got a little glass of wine with him too. But if you wish to try, go ahead and take it away. It's a pretty tough crowd
Um,
around here. I've
hey,
had to shutter my circus act. No one really.
Ramirez, could you make this taste like whiskey?
Sure.
Thank you. And he just downs the wine. And whoo, yeah, okay. And starts singing a song.
Alakablam, the whiskey.
Ah, I broke a string. Damn it.
You stand up and you play your instrument, and you don't really get anything from the patrons except being ignored. In fact,
Oh
the
my
only
God.
person that pays you any attention is Irina, who's just like, "Well, your instrument playing is just about as good as your compliments."
And you are an ugly. Yes.
Incredible insults as well.
I'm going to bed.
All right.
Thank you,
One
Vistra.
last thing, as for Finnegan and Ramirez, who are still at the bar, you were talking to Danica, and she's been mulling something over for quite a bit now. But seeing that you guys are, well, God, I hate to say it, a seasoned sort. Yep, you guys are tough.
You should smell us after our showers for weeks. We're more seasoned then.
But she says that maybe you should speak with her husband before you rest, and that he might have something that you could do for him. After all, you are really the first group of adventurers they've ever really seen, or handymen, as it seems like you've made her think you're just handymen.
Yes, I'm handy at all things. A jack of all trades, if you will.
I hate you.
Sure.
He works in the kitchen. If you just go ahead and pop in there, our two children are helping him out in the kitchen right now.
Where's that? Is that upstairs here? Or?
No, I got it. The door is right here. And in that case, I'll just give you the handout for the Martikov family.
Wow, this is a nice undercut, my guy.
The wonderful Martikov family that run the Blue Water Inn together as a family. They're a nice little group of people.
Yes,
But,
hello. Your wife told us talk to you about the business. We are handymen.
Ah, well, that's perfect. And he just kind of closes the door behind him, and he says, "Well, we've been in a bit of a bind recently. At current, the inn's wine supply is almost depleted, and the latest delivery from the Wizards of Wine winery is overdue. If you could help, just find out what's holding up the latest shipment. We will give you free room and board if you return with the wine."
Haha! I think we can do that, yes. But tomorrow in the morning, we need
Oh,
some
of
rest.
course, as you've already paid for your night's rest here. I can only imagine that at this point you guys are just like, "Quest? I'm already on a quest."
You set us up with breakfast early, and we'll get an early start.
Of course. And the rooms come with some beet soup. Yeah, yeah.
That should just be our name. Side quests.
Side
Side
quest is the
quest
main
slash
quest.
merciful death.
Little do you know, every quest is the main quest. All right. If that's the case, I think all the players are going to be taking a well-deserved rest.
Oh man.
I'm just going to drop you guys on some beds.
Well, put me down gently, please.
Just moving you all guys to a room. All right, so everyone go ahead and take a long rest. Calm down.
Oh,
Have a great
so
day.
much better. Good lord.
Everyone's just like, "We needed this." Oh.
I'm guessing I do remove use the 5 temporary.
All right. Here is the thing, though. Ramirez. Um. Do. When you enter your dream state, what is it? Vision state thing.
Train.
Trance. There it is. That's the word. The entire time you're in that trance, it's 8 hours. I'm sorry. You are somehow in that trance for 8 hours. So unfortunately, you do take a full 8-hour rest. And during which, if any of you guys like woke up, you would not have been able to raise Ramirez. He was out like a light.
This is alarming.
That's happened to me before. It's nothing to worry about.
But you do still have the temporary hit points that you were given before. They have not faded yet.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's go get free room and board. Yes.
But during your trance, absolutely wonderful dreams. You were far away from Barovia. You were happy, wonderful things. It was like a dream come true. It was all fantastic.
If you guys are in the room when he actually wakes up, like he just actually, because normally he sits like on the bed cross-legged, trancing. This time he was like full on laying out on the bed. He wakes up like, what the fudge was that? Yeah, because
Oh, did you wake up like that?
I don't usually lay down, and that wasn't a trance. I don't know what that was.
Maybe don't drink so much.
No, that's not it. Normally,
Huh.
we elves trance. We remember. We remember. We don't dream. And
Weird.
I dreamt last night for the first
That
time.
is very strange.
Yeah, maybe the meat
And
pie?
you're sure it's not the alcohol? Because sometimes when I drink a lot,
No.
stuff happens.
I can get drunk. I can get drunk, but it doesn't affect trance.
Strange. This land is very strange. I will be glad to get home.
Actually, it was quite enjoyable last night.
All right.
Yes, let's get some
So-
breakfast and head out.
Yeah, it's just a wonderful little beet soup that you guys get served. Comes with the room and board, or comes with the room. If you wanted actual food, you could get a nicely cooked wolf steak, but that would cost another electrum.
Mm, if
I'm
everyone
good.
leaves the if everyone leaves the room, Ramirez secretly eats another meat pie.
Fantastic. Go ahead and roll a d8.
What does this do?
Got
Ugh.
5 temp HP.
On top
And the
of
meat
the
pie
five I
still
had,
tastes great. No, it doesn't stack.
This
you-
beet stew is kind of strange. It's bitter.
You mean it tastes like dirt?
I see why you like it, Finnegan. Looks at your feet.
they're just
Oh,
when he comes
hold
down.
on. Hold on. I have to go use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Was that Andrew actually going to use the restroom?
No. He comes back in 5 minutes. Guys, I think something is very wrong.
Ramirez doesn't eat when he comes down.
Mm.
I think my insides are falling out. It was red when I went to the bathroom. What? I don't think I ever want to eat something again.
Irina cannot believe she's entrusted her life to this group of people.
Ramirez is not
I
sitting.
cannot believe this woman threw a sword at somebody.
Well, she hit.
And then she was disarmed.
Well, you didn't give her much of a choice. You were trying to keep her away. She just wants to live. Oh, goodness. You guys are...
Oh, don't be that.
I'm going to start a yawn.
Yeah, you did. Did you yawn? It got me.
So, I'm last night was kind of fun. You said we have a mission to do.
Mm.
Oh,
What about the mission you're already on?
Well, let's drop her off at the. Well, no, we should keep her with us because I don't like this town. Fake smiles.
let her
Maybe
stay at the
we
church for the
should
day.
go have a look at how things are at the church and let her decide
Yeah.
whether or not she
All
wants
right,
to stay
Strahd, that is a
there.
wonderful idea. Very well, let's go check.
To the church. To the church. All right. This is St. Andrew's Church. This slouching, centuries-old stone church has a bulging steeple in the back and walls lined with cracked, stained glass windows depicting pious saints. A fence of wrought iron encloses a garden of gravestones next to the church. Thin mist creeps amongst the graves, and I have a handout. Where is St. Andrew's Church? Wonderful art by James RPG Art. Beautiful. Gotta love it. And I've been slacking on some of my stuff, so I don't have a map or anything for this.
It's fine.
which I'm sure you guys will be fine with because you can just look at that wonderful art and see the
I'm
map
really
here.
good at imagining.
Are you? I mean, we're playing D&D, and not a lot of room for imagination here.
Wait. You tricked
All
me.
right. So the church is obviously dedicated to the Morning Lord, and it's named after Saint Andrew. And currently, the priest is Father Lucian Petrovich. There's constantly villagers like coming and going from this church. So you guys enter the church. It's a nice church, good place. You guys feel a lot better here.
Do they actually have pews?
Say what?
Are the pews intact?
Yes. Oh goodness
Yes.
gracious.
This is my kind of church. Is there a priest about?
Yes, there is the priest that I just said, Father Lucian, and there's a brawny lad whose name is Milivage. He's obviously the grave digger and whatnot, sort of the helping hand around the church. Much like the previous church, there's really just kind of one guy running the whole thing.
I'll walk up to him and then kneel on one knee and like bow my head.
Cool. He's just like, welcome, my son. Why are you
Stand
here
up.
today?
Yes. Thank you, Father. We are looking for sanctuary for this one here.
And at this point, like Irina comes forward, and he's just like, "And who might you be?" And I'm not gonna role play amongst myself, so she introduces herself and all that good jazz. And you guys mentioned that you're looking for sanctuary. Do you elaborate on that at all?
I will just tell them that we are going to go help the Blue Water Inn track down their wine shipment, and that it would be safest if she stayed here.
And
If that
why
is
do you
okay
need
with her.
a sanctuary?
Yes, if she wishes.
She's not against it, as she kind of wants to see more of the town as well. But the father is more concerned with why you're seeking sanctuary in the first place, as
Well, I mean, it's just we're going on a dangerous task. We're trying to make sure that this town has a stable supply of wine, and we don't want her getting hurt, or
And where are you coming from? As you're obviously not from this town. Just his curiosity is piqued.
We are trapped here. We are from another land, and I want nothing more than to get home to my family. But I am stuck, and I will stop at nothing till I get back home.
Interesting. And you want to know what else is interesting? I lied. I have a map. I have a map of the church. And it's a wonderful map. Now you all get to look at it. I can only assume you're all struck with awe and silent. But as you guys are talking, he's really eyeing you guys up, trying to get a gauge for you. And finally, he's just, what is this dangerous quest you're going on?
As I said previously, Father, we are trying to help the Blue Water Inn to ensure that this village of Valaki has wine. They are running out. Do you understand what happens if everybody runs out of wine? You have people very mad, riots, It's crazy.
Yes, no more happy
Yes.
faces.
It's at that point it would be that is a very impertinent quest. He's understanding now, and it would make sense then, of course. And of course, I would not turn away wonderful Irina, whom is the daughter of the recently deceased burgomaster in Barovia,
It's very
if I'm
unfortunate.
not mistaken.
You are correct.
Oh, what a shame. I would never turn someone away for sanctuary, especially one as lovely as her.
I would like to make a donation to your church, sir. 1 gold piece.
Oh, of course. More than enough for a day's stay here for wonderful Irina. Um,
Yes, if you do not
for
mind.
what reason?
This is just an important thing that we like to do.
The church in Barovia had a vampire in the basement.
I would ask that you didn't, but a strange request nonetheless.
I don't feel any evil presence here. Quite the
Well,
opposite, actually.
yes. This this area has been almost sacred for a long time.
Yeah, it's very bright in here. It's almost like it's always morning or something.
There are many, many torches and candles lighting up this place.
Get back.
Jesus. No, he'll let her stay. It's perfectly fine by him. He would rather you didn't, as what's down there is just supplies for the church. Well, it also shouldn't be a problem for you guys not to go poking your noses around in the bottom of his church. But if you insist, you met this man a minute ago and you want to go down into the basement of his church after asking him a favor.
Can I just make an insight to see if he's telling the truth?
It is simply to ensure the safety of our friend here, Irina.
He's just like, okay, fine, I'll walk you down into the basement. Yeah, Wolf, he's telling the truth.
I believe him.
He will lead the way down into the little basement, and it's literally just a small little basement with some supplies for the church. You couldn't hide a vampire down here if you wanted.
Back.
Could you give us a blessing before we leave, Father?
Well, not in the basement.
Of course. Yes, let's go upstairs.
So at that point, he no secret door. How dare you? As you guys go back up, he goes through like the process of giving you like a wonderful little blessing, and before you leave, Wolf, since you were the one who seems to be willing to sort of accept the ceremonies and whatnot of the Morning Lord, and you seem like good people, he pulls you aside and says, like, "You seem like you care for Irina, and you wish to protect her, and you think this church would be a safe place for her."
Yes, sir. I do, very much. I care for those who need help.
Then I wish I could help you more, but there's an unfortunate truth here, and you lot seem to have thrown in your hats into something incredibly dangerous.
And what's that?
Well, you're in Barovia, and you have this wonderful lady on the run, and you're looking for a safe place, and I think I have an inkling, and he's looking you dead in the eyes of who you're running from.
Yes, he who must not be named. It is a pain. I've never been to a land like this. Where I come from, people open your doors to strangers. They help anyone out that needs it. If you have no food, you will be fed. That sort of thing. And here, everyone gives you the cold shoulder and turns away. I saw a woman sell her own child. This cannot stand.
You will find none of your old land's kindness here. but I can offer you this bit of wisdom before you do leave. I cannot protect the girl, as currently the one thing that kept this church safe is now gone as well. And I
What was
fear the
that?
day that it is found out. He's
What was that?
hesitant to tell you, but at this point, this man is incredibly desperate, and you're the first good people. Yeah, you guys are the first good people that have the ability to help him that he's seen since long time. But currently, the one thing that protected this church were the bones of Saint Andrew, the namesake of this church, which were holy and turned this into sacred earth, so that no evil could walk amongst it. And many attribute this church currently as to what keeps this town safe. As of right now, if something were to happen, and I fear that having her here may incur some form of wrath, and unfortunately, we have no way to stop it. So
Yes.
while you
Okay.
are
I
looking
see
for
what
a
you are
safe
saying,
place,
sir.
I cannot offer you one.
All right. Can you? The
But
Father
he's
Donovich
willing to let
suggested.
her have sanctuary, though. He's still willing to keep her here. If you're hell bent on that, he's more than willing. But he's just saying that if something were to happen without these bones keeping the land safe, he has nothing.
Do you know where the bones disappeared to?
He has no idea, as they just recently went missing, and he's the only person who knows of their location.
Okay. I would like to before we leave. I would like to gather my friends and maybe we can figure this out. Like this is very serious.
Yes, and please do not share the information so openly, as most people don't even know that
We will
no
not
one,
talk
no one else
about it,
even
sir.
knows that it's the bones keeping this place
Yes,
sacred. He's
and
the
if you
only
were
one.
to be attacked, everyone would know. So I see your trepidation.
Hmm.
Can I bring my friends and we will go look and we will see if we can figure this out?
Yes, go ahead.
I
Quest!
just
I'm already on a quest!
I wave to the party like, hey guys, come back here.
Oh god, I hope you guys like side quests.
Oh, very much, yeah.
We like side quests on top of a side quest.
With
Oh,
the side of side quest.
I mean, you guys are going to all the hot button places, so let's have fun, right?
So yeah, I gather the party back around and I just say, okay, this cannot be spoken of, but there is a problem, Father. And then he just relays the information to the party. So you see, if Irina were to stay here and they were attacked at night, then everyone in the town would know that they are not safe, and this whole facade of happiness would be surely over.
What about Shirley?
It would surely be over.
Ah.
So the reason is these bones were stolen. So I think if maybe we can try to recover these before we go to the wine. I don't think she should. No, because if they do, it's a grave danger for this whole town. And once that the facade is broken, then they have to accept this cruel reality.
Where were the bones initially stored?
Yes, Father, take us there, please.
All right. So he takes you outside to a crypt. It's a Saint Andrew's crypt. It's a 10-foot square, 5-foot high chamber beneath the chapel. Under the basement, there's a secret door. The crypt was pried open, and but they were replaced. And he can take you there, and you guys can check it out if you want, but there are no bones there.
Yes, there may be some clues or something down there.
Yeah, as we're walking, I'm just going to be keeping an eye out for anything that might be like, heyo.
Who is the best at investigation?
Who is? Also, hold on. It is top of the hour. We're going to take 5 minutes.
I've only got a 1.
I have a +6.
Okay. So I will give you the help action and bardic inspiration.
All right. We'll pick this back up in a second. Quick
Heard.
5-minute break. this show on the road and moving us back. All right. And we're back off of a wonderful break, a much needed break. I am old. The body is weak. The mind is willing.
Honestly.
All right, so if you wanna give me an investigation with the Bardic Inspiration, go right ahead, Ramirez.
And I'm giving the help action.
Well, 25. Yeah, there's no bones here. Someone broke in here and replaced the boards and all that good stuff. No one would have really noticed unless it was obviously the father in charge of the church. If he wasn't, knowledgeable about this and its importance, no one would have noticed.
No clues or anything.
Oh, not a one. Other than the bones missing, there's no clues to be found. It's not like they left a note or a shovel or anything. It's just a crypt that was opened and then closed with an item removed.
Very strange. And Father, when do you last remember these?
Hold on. Where'd it go? He knows when it was taken. Ah, there's my handout. Lost it. All right. It was only a few nights ago when this would have happened. And yeah. But as he's saying, like, once again, he's like, I'm the only person that even knows they're there, their importance.
Yes, and I understand why you want to keep this a secret.
But
You're doing the right thing.
it's like a light bulb goes off in his head, but there was only blah. That's me messing up, not him trying to speak. He has told one person, but it was just a tale. It wasn't actually like him saying these bones are important. They're down here in the crypt. He just told a young orphan boy named Yeska about the bones and about Saint Andrew himself being important and helping the town. A sort of like child tale. Other than that, and it's a tale that he's told others, but it's not something that should have done this. But it's the only thing recently that he remembers bringing up about Saint Andrew.
Who was this person?
Just a young orphan boy named Yeska.
Yes, and Yeska live here?
He's in the orphanage in the town. Gosh, what's the name of the orphanage?
May need to go talk to him, see if he told anyone else.
I agree, yes. Telling a babe a story like this, they of course are going to go tell everyone.
The tale shouldn't have been that damaging.
Yes, but you got to think about the mind of a child.
Not his parents. Well, no, it's even if he had told, it shouldn't have mattered, as it's just a tale. That's the thing. It's just a story to tell people.
Maybe he told someone that they have an inkling of it, the other stories, and just put two and two together.
Yep, that's what he's thinking. He's like, that's all I can think of that might be the cause of this. That someone else may have known more about Saint Andrew than they should have, and came across this information and decided to do some digging.
It must have also been a very skillful person, because otherwise they would have left clues.
Pesky kids.
The pesky orphans.
I just want for the heck of it, try something. If you guys give me 10 minutes. 10 minutes later. No.
Oh gosh, I hope.
Oh my lord.
Tragic.
If 10 minutes goes by, detect magic goes out.
No magic.
I'll be right back.
Oh. He has to leave. All right. So he tries to detect magic, and there's nothing really here to find. Yeah. No one who would know about it would want to hurt the
So-
town. In fact,
Something like
the story that he told the child was to console him because he was so afraid and all that. Like,
no, ma-
uh,
no
no
magic.
magic, none.
It doesn't hurt to try and find clues.
Yeah.
Nothing
it's-
to make it magic then.
Could it simply
Guys.
be that the child maybe has stolen bones to keep himself safe or his other orphan friends at the orphanage? Is there an orphanage?
There is an orphanage. Oh my god, you guys are insane.
But he only told a tale, not the location. So
Yeah, it was just a
and this was
story.
craftily done. If it was kids, they would have left a mess.
Is there any tales in storybooks or history books or any kind of books that would have also given clues as to where the bones are and what their significance is?
No, there shouldn't be any. He doesn't know any, certainly. Most just tell about how St. Andrew was a good person and all the good things he did for the town and Valaki and so on and so forth, and sort of spreading the religion of the Morning Lord and how he's all good and all that.
Was there any type of law where potentially revealing that the person was buried there?
Well, it is known that St. Andrew was buried around this church, but his exact location isn't known. And his bones, obviously, because of their importance, were placed in a central part of the church. It's actually a nice crypt here too. Like it's not like dingy or anything. He was buried very respectfully.
Talk to him first instead of
Gonna go,
threatening it.
gonna go kill a kid.
If Fel were here, she could intimidate him. He could intimidate him.
Oh God, if Fel was here, he never would have told you from the beginning. You would have never gotten the last 3 quests if Fel was here.
And it would still cost 10 gold.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. All right, you guys are leaving the church, going on another quest, right?
It would appear
Yeah, we're gonna take Irina with us too, because.
Irina is just like flabbergasted. Like, is there nowhere safe? In
And
all of
actually, before we
Barovia?
leave, I want to like pull out the map and point out the location of that tower that Father Donovich suggested.
Oh, yes, the church in Kresk. He recommended that one as another possible safe haven for Irina.
And how long is the travel from here to Kresk, sir?
Oh, from the town of Valaki to Kresk. Give me 1 second. DM has to do the math. So it's 6 miles, and it'll take you about 2 hours to get there at a normal pace.
That's very quick. Okay, well, that is an idea too. Let's go. If we need to, we can leave her there potentially.
Okay.
All right,
The
Finnegan,
orphanage.
you're about their size. You talk to them, okay?
Oh my lord.
I,
and savage. It is very true.
I look at Finnegan and Wolf and be like, Finnegan's been making jokes about killing these kids. I am not sure if he's the best person suited.
Well, the orphanage is not too far from the church. It's just run by one nun, and has to knock on the door. She opens it. She says, "Hello, welcome to St. Andrew's Orphanage," and she just sees multiple different races, multiple different well-armed people, and it's just, "What can I help you with?"
Shut
That puts
up.
me at ease in no way, sir.
No, it was not.
I think you
We
did
just need
perfect.
answer questions. That's all we need to know.
Vis just sighs. Did we get the boy's name, by the way?
You did.
Oh, okay, I'm like, we just need to speak to one of the boys about something, if you don't mind.
Which one of the boys do you need to
Father
speak
sent
to?
us to talk to Yeska.
Oh, Yeska. What is the reason for your meeting with
Uh,
the boy?
the father
I
of the
doubt it's
town.
for adoption.
No. You see, we were talking to the father of the church. And he told us that he consoled this child once, and I need to ask him about that.
Of course. Go ahead and roll me a quick, just persuasion, as she is rather confused.
I'm gonna bardic inspire myself.
You're gonna inspire yourself. You're like, I don't want to lose this. Oh yeah, you're fine. She just welcomes you into the little like waiting area. Obviously, this area's had a lot of kids in it. There's like a little kids table in the corner, and she says, "I'll go get
I
you."
sit down there. I sit down at the small table.
Oh God. She goes
This
out
is
back
very
where
funny.
like
It's a small
several of the
table.
little. She goes out back where several little orphan kids are playing, and she just calls out Yeska. He comes in. He's just a very small, like little boy, sort of a permanent frown on his face as the kids were just outside playing in the mud and the rain.
Don't you know you're supposed to smile, Yeska?
He's like, but we're not outside. We're inside. There's no need. No one's gonna see.
Smart. I love
Your
this
heart
child.
knows.
Vis just going to nod and be like, I understand. Do you want to get back to playing outside?
Yes, that would be more fun.
Okay, well, maybe you can answer a few of our questions and then you can go back. It will be quick if you just
Mm-hmm.
tell us the truth.
Okay.
And then I'll let Wolf, I'll look at him and be like, you can ask him questions.
Wow,
But be nice. Don't be
you
rude.
handled that very well,
It's almost like she has a job dealing with 8-year-olds.
right? Um, so, Yeska, it is my understanding that the father told you the story of Saint Andrew's bones.
He didn't say anything about bones, but yeah, sure.
About Saint Andrew and how he protects the.
Yes. Yeah, he told me all about that.
Did you ever talk about that with anyone else?
A couple of the other orphans.
Okay, any adults?
Only the nun.
I look at
Gosh,
her.
I need a name for her. You know what? Congratulations. Her name is Abigail.
Thanks.
Mr. Mary Catherine. When in doubt, Catherine.
Mother Abigail.
But she already knew the story.
Uh-huh. Mother Abigail, have you heard anything about the bones themselves?
No?
Can I insights check the little boy?
I would like to do that as
Yes.
well.
Yes, go right ahead. Go right ahead.
Let me use my bardic inspiration too on that one.
Mm-hmm. The boy's telling the truth. He doesn't have a reason to lie. He doesn't think he's in trouble. And at this point, he's more or less just rather stupefied looking at these weird people in front of him. Obviously, Finnegan, like, being the same height, Ags, or Vistra being a weird little stout human female. Like, the kid doesn't quite know what races you are, and he's just like, whoa, bunch
And
of
long
weirdos.
ears.
Yeah.
bunch of weirdos.
Vistra is going to sit down and be like, okay, so the other
I mean, you can
orphans
sit
that you
comfortably at the
told-
kids' table.
I know, right?
There's another chair here. Yes, come sit, Vistra. And awkwardly.
I am going to sit down and try be as much as I can on his levels, and look at him directly in the eyes and be like, so the other orphan kids that you told the story to, did they tell anybody that you know of?
Not that I know of, but they could have told anybody. And the kid now is just confused, like, doesn't everyone know the story about Saint Andrew? Why would it matter who I told and who told everyone else?
We are trying to solve a problem that is beyond your grasp, young one. I understand the confusion. If you could just be forthcoming, it would be most useful.
Okay.
So the other orphans that you told, did you tell everybody, or?
He just told like 2 other little kids about it.
And
And
what
he even tells you like some of the stuff that he told them. And what he told them was like a very broken version of the story, only remembering like the little cool parts that a kid latches onto and catching none of the life lessons that were taught in that message.
The nun.
No morals, only action.
Pretty much.
Vistra's going to nod, say thank you, appreciate it. We
I
can
don't
go
think we
outside
have.
and play.
Yes.
And then I'm going to turn to the nun, Ariel, and look at her and be like, so who does, once obviously he's gone and he's outside again, I'm going to be like, is there any adults that he specifically talks to that you've noticed? Kind of, but on the sketchy side, probably not the best influence on the children.
Um, hmm. Well, as for bad influences, most of the.
I heard that.
What happened?
Nothing. Yeah.
Comments from the peanut gallery.
Yeah, that's all. Sorry.
So the most common adults that like ever really come through here, obviously, is the burgomaster who regularly donates a small sum to the orphanage, as well as God, who's that other lady that Lady Wachter? She often donates to the orphanage and comes through here, but she doesn't think that any of those people would be bad influences. And she's rather confused as to why you're here questioning about like a story about St. Andrew. But other than that, there's 2 or 3 others that come through here. One of the names you would recognize as Vasily von Holt, who does donate to them a little bit. Other than that, not a lot of adults come through here looking to adopt, and most of these kids will spend their time here until they are adults and are just sent away to live in the town.
This is
Sorry.
You go ahead.
In general, who are the sketchy people in town that you think might want to steal stuff from you or from other people?
Well, there's tons of sketchy people, but as for stealing, well, I wouldn't trust that half-elf that's been recently in town.
And why is that?
Well, bards have a tendency to have sticky fingers as well as several other undesirables, and I've heard terrible things about elves. There's an elf on the party.
Is there anything valuable nearby?
Not really. This place is just kind of as poor as everywhere else.
I
And you're
flip her.
sitting at a kid's table.
I flip her a silver piece and say, "Not all bards."
She thanks you and says, well, maybe you've changed my perception a small amount. She didn't mean to get offensive, as she realizes, like, she voiced a very strong opinion. But it's an opinion that most Barovians hold.
So, are we going to go check out the bard next? That what I missed?
That is a good idea. I think we should talk to the father first and tell him we met with a dead end, and because if we can't really divulge the information, if this gets out, it's a bad news.
Mm-hmm. All right. All right, guys. We have had an interesting session today with you guys going on an investigation, but I am about to start wrapping things up a little early today. I know, right?
Sounds good.
Shame. But we have done many amazing things here in the town of Valaki. You guys just decided to latch on to every plot hook that you can find. And as incredible as that is, it's going to make your lives a living hell.
Is there a compass right here?
No. I'm actually putting some of the stuff on the map for you.
Ah, I knew it. Compass shaped shadow.
Yeah. I figured you guys would appreciate having some of the little
Oh,
extra
whoa, that's cool.
bits and
That popped
bobbles.
up too.
Yeah. Tells
I
you that
like
the
that.
town's like a little over a mile long, some fun stuff. The old Swalloch Road goes all the way through the town. Freaking Lake Zarovich is to the north. All that good stuff. But, gosh, I have no idea where next session's going to go because you guys have a billion plot hooks and nothing stopping you from following any one of them. Yeah, you guys do have all the side quests. That's the big scary thing about Valaki. You can end up with a lot on your plate.
No
So,
journal like in Skyrim.
with that, we are going to sign off. Any last words from anyone else?
It was fun.
Mm. All right, and with that, we will catch everybody next time on Monday with the Demolition Force.
Huzzah.
And
Speaking
we
of that,
are out with a huzzah, nonetheless.